So continuing on with the rest of the quests in the Morcon Grotto, I believe I've done just about everything I can inside the grotto. Everything else is requiring me to head off somewhere else, like the fort or the crater, with the exception of eliminate the trackers. There's some trapper people catching things that they want me to presumably murder. Unfortunately, it looks like they're not too far out of town. Kinda looks like it's on the way to, along the path that I took with Vlad on our hunting expedition, so we'll, I guess Kaya and I will plan to go and deal with that, and then probably getting about time to go head for the fort or something. And actually, seeing this little flying thing reminds me, I had the thought recently. There's, that jetpack skill that lets you hover in mid-air. I was thinking that meant, you know, to be able to attack while hovering. And I was thinking that meant just firing ranged weapons like you can do in the first game. However, I have seen footage of people in the trailers, in the early previews, doing melee attacks, so maybe with that I can swing a sword in midair. And maybe that would make fighting like those bloodfly-looking things a little bit easier, less reliance on spamming arrows. By the way, I need to buy more arrows too. I've only got 35. So I'm going to try whatever that hover skill is. Floating, they say. Use your weapons at the same time. Your jetpack now has maneuvering boosters. Press right-click to fly steady. You can now use your weapons and fight. And if that's the case, then I might also want to go ahead and just get the who's a what's it now? The dodge skill. Ayo. I got 2 learning points. So if I do get that jetpack upgrade, I'll have 1 left, which I was wanting to save for something hacking, I guess. I want to learn build weapons at some point soon. That way I can get like this Skyen blaster. Where is it? I can get this thing repaired and start using that for a little bit more damage, but I'm still kind of flustered because the melee weapons, I'm just really not finding anything with reasonably attainable stat requirements, because everything is either requiring an insane amount of stats or they do a negligible amount of damage. Like, this one is attainable. Mid-20s strength, high teens dexterity, but it only does 17 damage. Whereas then you go here, this one technically only does 17 as well, but when you fix it, it's suddenly doing 43 damage, which is, what, 2.5 times the damage of Simple Blade? But that takes mid-40s strength and low 30s constitution. I don't know how many level ups away from getting that. 2, 3, 4. I'm like 5 or 6 level ups before I can use that. And there aren't like many melee weapons in general that use dexterity as a primary option. It's all strength and something else. And I guess that makes sense, but you would think that they would still give you lightweight one-handed weapons like, not quite daggers, but like some sort of lighter weight weapon that a dexterity build could use with the lowered strength requirement, but also having maybe compensated damage, lower damage to compensate for that. Or maybe it would do about the same similar melee damage, but since you're not getting the bonus melee damage by not having as high of a strength value, I don't know. It seems like there should be more options that aren't really there. Now maybe I'm just not finding the right stuff, and I've just, had bad luck and haven't been able to get all the right stuff that I need, but show me your goods. Does he have a fuel canister? Yes, he does. I don't have enough money to afford it. Maybe I need to start selling these valuables. Probably afford to save or sell some of that. Always good to hold on to some of these for like potential crafting materials. So this is where I need to start paying attention to what merchants are selling the jetpack upgrades, the fuel. But I can remember to go back and pick those skills up, or get the extra fuel. I'm sort of limited on money right now, so I can't afford to buy every single piece of fuel that I find. I don't suppose the character window tells me how much actual fuel I have. There are no hard numbers for what my current fuel level is. I guess if I wanted to, I could test it by tracking, like, how long I can stay hovered. So now I got my jetpack upgrade. I can try to maybe fight a Emberfly with my sword. I automatically locked on. I did not intend to lock on. I never pressed the lock on button, but the game locked on for me. I guess that's good. Kind of hard to keep track of that stuff while flying around in midair like that. I should probably also be cooking some of this stuff. You know, I still don't have any. Any whatchamacallits. Let me go back. There's probably a campfire or oven somewhere in there, but I know there's one here. Somewhere. Wow. Also, they let you hold space to prepare, but they don't let you press space to confirm. So you gotta reach across to get to the enter key, or then you have to get the mouse over there. So that's yet another odd thing that I don't really understand why they did it that way. Grotto. So the grotto is seemingly built underneath this city, so it must just be like the subway station or like the metro system, but there's some stuff under there that looks like heavy industrial type environments. Ooh, I can get some destruction points. A grotto bird. And to reiterate, I still have no idea what the metagame is with destruction. For all I know, staying neutral could be a bad thing, and I could be screwing myself out of options later. There are certainly going to be many quest events, maybe main story events that will require a high enough creation or destruction. But I hope that they'll have been sensible enough to have balanced the role-playing options, so that way staying neutral won't just be a straight penalty. Like, going too far one way can be a penalty if you're too destructive that you can't be nice to your companions. Or something like that, but, you know, we'll see. That's how it is when you're playing a game for the first time, is you gotta do a lot of testing. Hello.
Watch out!
There we go, I got a jetpack attack. That alone makes the hover skill worth it. So I don't think I could do that charging jetpack attack like in the first game without that skill. Now in the first game you had to learn that jetpack attack skill before, so it's kind of the same deal. But that does synergize well with the combat, though, because then you can use the jetpack sort of get out of a tough spot and recharge stamina, and then you can just jump right back into the fight instead of having to land and wait for the animations to finish and then kind of awkwardly get back into the fight again. I'm beginning to think that maybe upgrading the jetpack in general should be like a first priority. At least just to get those basic skills. Potato. So my hunting trip with Vlad took me up the street towards the city. Camera is super far off center now. Oh, why does it not give me control over any of this? Flashlight. I tell you, the camera stuff cannot come... Camera fixes cannot come fast enough. And I will still maintain that I am baffled that they decided to go with this. Like, I have a feeling they may have been trying to take influence from Souls combat. I mean, that's probably more than a feeling, because there's a straight-up there's numerous Dark Souls Easter eggs.
I see.
There's the bonfire that I saw earlier with the sword sticking out. There's the game cover on the one ruin that I saw, and of course there were several other Dark Souls references in the first game, but this game's combat, it's taking more direct influence from it, because they've put in more types of attack animations, I've noticed. Like, you get a sprinting attack, which is different from your normal attacks. There's, I think, a different type of attack animation when you come out of a roll. Like, that little thing is different. So they're trying to add, like, a little bit more variety and flexibility to the attack animations, while also making the attack animations sort of flow with movements and other comboed actions a little bit better. And in Dark Souls you have a fixed camera. It stays a fixed distance from your character, and it stays centered behind the back the whole time. And that's maybe part of kind of what gives that game its tight and snappy combat system. It's way more than just the camera system. But I think maybe having that fixed camera, you know, kind of is part of, plays a little bit of a role in giving that game the stability and consistency with everything. And so they may have been trying to, like, emulate that by giving you the fixed camera, and also the perceived increased intensity by having the close-up camera. But the reality of the situation is that the camera in this game is not consistent. These drop. It changes all the time. It changes positioning, it changes zoom levels. Like, when you just walk and stop walking, it's constantly pulling back and zooming in. And so as you're just, like, walking around environments, like, if there's loot in random different spots and you're constantly stopping and starting, you get that constant camera zoom happening, and that's kind of disorienting. And then it switches between being centered and slightly over the shoulder, crazy off to the side, and that ain't like Dark Souls. What do we have here? Oh, this is my quest. You know what? Oh, I can kill him if I blast that. Was I supposed to kill him? I mean, that's what the quest objective was, but maybe there's an alternate solution if I were to saved him. Let me see what a damaged runner blade does. Another really expensive weapon in terms of stat costs. Oh, I got grenade for my grenade launcher. Finally. I only need 4 more strength to use it. Is there any... Does somebody in the Morco Grotto sell me grenade ammo? Because that would be nice if I could just shoot the grenades at people. Let me try to save this guy. Oh, he's... There's no way. Yeah, I think I stand 0 chance of saving this guy. Sorry, buddy, I got no choice. I didn't want to support the evil intentions of the Morkans, but there's no chance to save you, and so I may as well just try to get some kind of reward out of it. Scrawled notes. Where are they at? Why is it that some written items are in your other section of your inventory, and then others are here? Where scrawled notes. From a reaver. That was a trapper that I killed. Did he take this note from a reaver? 3rd week in a row that we've drunk from the gutter and searched garbage for food. We can't go on much longer. Tried to attack a group of traveling Zerkers. A fireball took care of that plan. There's only 2 of us left. Oh, okay, you got fireballed. Seems like only yesterday that they kicked us out of the crater, but today luck is on our side. Wanted to rob a guy who was carrying a sack around. It was full of arms and legs, some plastic, some bone. Drew our weapons, but he just grinned and dropped a fat bag of shards at our feet. Told us there was more where that came from if we just caught a few animals. It didn't take long for my buddy and I to agree to the deal. He calls himself the Doll Maker. Oh, that sounds ominous. Strange guy. Oh, he's carrying arms and legs around in plastic. He's making like human mannequins out of people. I want to meet this guy. Strange guy is still strange. Came by for the 4th time in a month today. Almost tore him to pieces. He looks different every time he shows up. If it wasn't for his unmistakable voice and those idiotic glasses, I'd bet my left testicle it wasn't him. Is this guy modifying himself with other human parts? Bastard didn't say a word as he finished up the new cages for us, but hey, we have better things to do than weld pieces of metal together. I think we've got enough shards for the idiot now. From the idiot. Soon it will be time to follow him and take him out. Then we'll have access to the rest of the shards without having to do all the work. I should probably highlight, clear all these little stars. These have to be like the developer's children's drawings. Someone said like, hey, you want a doodle? And okay. And then they just had their kids' artwork put in the game. Where was his sword? There it is.
What the hell were they thinking?
Oh god. Is there a titanium mug? Alright. Well, what is all this over here? This is kind of just part of the city, so I could go in there, but I don't want to. That seems like it's an alien former, they called it. I gotta look to my right. Can't see. Oh god. I'm gonna guess the formers are kind of like substitutes for converters, same mechanical concept. So I did the quest. I don't think I have to turn it in, because that was from the Skelly, wasn't it? Unless there's a new quest from the Skelly. Let me go in and just check. I think that quest appeared after I killed the scavengers. I just remembered that I think my graphics settings are still set to low display. Yeah, I was running around in the open world with low visibility. That's really annoying. Is there a door, a little path somewhere around here? Where is it? Here it is. Skelly, new mission. Take no prisoner. Poachers, you swore to our god that you would maintain the balance. Gaps in our ranks are to be filled by those heathens willing to throw themselves on Ravik's mercy, but now we hear that a group of you has been taken prisoner. This foolishness has sullied Ravik's name. Cleanse it by killing the weaklings. Kill them before they succumb to the heretical teachings of the outsiders and move against us. Errant poachers. You know what? I don't want to mess with that. That's far enough away and kind of area that I haven't explored thoroughly, so I'm just gonna ignore that. So what are my options here? I've got a couple of companion quests. Diplomatic imbroglios, that's a word I've never heard before. I recall Nasty wanted to like go talk to certain faction leaders to secure an alliance or do something with the Morkans, and Haya wants to defeat a bunch of really high-level robots surrounding the entirety of the fort, which I didn't want to deal with earlier because they're really tedious to fight. And so far, this Theolg is the only guy I've met who seems to be an option for that. Common path is I gotta either learn enough about all the factions or join one to ally with. I think I remember that there's a way you don't have to join a faction in this game, but I don't think there's like a good reason to, unless it's just like a really compelling story element, because there are no like faction neutral abilities unless there's a whole extra subsection that gets added later. Oh, I just noticed the jetpack skills are listed down here. But it seems like if you don't join a faction, then you're just straight up missing out on a whole bunch of just like fun gameplay altering abilities. Maybe that's like a challenge mode. You say, I'm gonna do it without joining a faction for the sake of the challenge. I think for the first playthrough, I'm gonna be joining a faction. Get out of town. Turn my render distance back up. So Angus wants me to investigate Ivan. He's in the fort. He wants me to go to the crater, which I think is this area up here, which may be like the outlaw headquarters. Maybe they moved in there. I don't think I want to go to the crater yet. Attila wants me to work with Venya. She wants me to go to either the fort or the crater. This would probably be better up north, so maybe let's see. Let's see if I can do this with Kaj. They don't let me type a full thing out. There's a character limit.
Are you okay?
He accepts me.
There they are. Just as I thought. Those cleric fanatics sent machines to spy on us.
Are you sure? I'm familiar with cleric technology, and these machines are acting kinda odd. Looks more like they're programmed for battle, not surveillance.
We'll soon find out. You go first. I'll be right behind you. Here we go!
Stop shooting at me. Jeez. It's like really awkward. Yep, I gotta
There
hold
they
it.
are. You go first.
You go first.
I'll be right behind you. Here we go! Watch out!
I hate fighting these stupid ass drones that just shoot you the whole time.
There they are. You go first. I'll be right
Weirdly
behind
enough, the triple skull mechanical spy is easier to, less of a nuisance to fight than the obnoxious combat drone that just shoots from a distance forever. Switch to your sword, please. What is shooting at me? Stop shooting at me. They're everywhere.
Time to go on that scouting expedition to Tavar.
We should hurry, before the cleric spies go into hiding. I need to find out what they... There they are. Just as I thought. Those cleric fanatics sent machines... You go first. I'll be right behind you.
God.
Watch out! You go first. I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, let's start with both of them shooting at me. That's how I want this fight to go.
I'm here!
No! Why did you do a heavy attack? I clicked right click. I swear I'd never intended to do an attack there. I laid off the left click after the attack because I wanted to be ready to counter if he was going to counter. But somehow it registered a delayed input or something, or I held the button down just a hair longer during
first.
the attack.
I'll be right behind you.
Something happened and I got locked into a long-ass heavy attack that I never intended to do. Now that time I did intend to attack, but the timing was just miserable.
You go first. I'll be right behind you. Get behind me!
I hate this stupid quest. Let's have an early game companion quest where you have to fight triple skull enemies and multiple things ranged enemies that just constantly shoot at you that are a pain in the ass to hit because they're airborne.
Watch out!
With abilities, laser blasts that are really awkward to dodge while trying to manage other things. Ah. Sometimes this thing has perfect tracking and other times it doesn't. Potion. They're one of 12.
Looks like you were right. They've been programmed for battle. How dare the clerics launch such a brazen attack?
I'm not so sure they have. The clerics have their own problems to deal with. But we can leave that discussion for later. Let's get rid of all the machines around the fort first.
All right, if you say so.
God. Pain in the ass. Hey, servo motor, that's... I think what Vika wanted, or... Yeah, Vika wanted that.
Watch out! I'm here!
Let's prepare for misery. I heard a mouse. A rat? Or is that just like ambient... Excuse me, ambient squeak? I need some destruction to stay a little bit more neutral. Okay. I want to just shoot one. I don't want to aggro all of them.
Here we go!
I got both of them. Kaya, what are you doing? Dodge, you fool! Kaya, can you please just kill it? Thank you. Oh, now I'm getting shot at by this thing.
Watch out!
I walked right into that one. In case you're wondering, I'm like flipping between different mice right now, trying to get something that's like a combination of comfortable and functional. I have several trackball mice that I use for different situations because I find it a lot more comfortable to use a trackball versus a standard mouse. So I've got like some minor RSI on my right arm from an injury I sustained several years ago, and which sometimes gets aggravated with my work, and you know, running a mouse constantly kind of aggravates the
Everything
wrist.
that's been happening, it's easy to forget how beautiful it is here.
And for the most part, I do okay with the trackballs. In fact, I prefer them for certain applications, but for aiming in a first or third person shooter, it's not quite as good as a standard mouse. Now, when I use a thumb trackball, I do alright, but then when I use one that uses the index finger, where you have to hold right click and then move the mouse with your index finger and then shoot with the thumb, that's kind of clunky and awkward. So I'm really just kind of flipping between standard vertical mouse, thumb ball, a couple finger balls, trying to get all this stuff worked out. But like, my god, they want me just going the whole distance here. I don't really want to be exploring the entire perimeter of the fort.
Careful!
What the hell is that? Looks like a demon with a jetpack. It's a flying mutant. I don't want anything to do with that, but there is that a fuel upgrade? I do want a fuel upgrade.
It's kinda creepy here.
Ooh, a damaged shield. I got a free shield. I can experiment with the shield mechanics now. Let's get out of there, Kaya. I don't want to fight no air lurker. Weak rot boar. Maybe we can fight this. Where is Kaya? Is she dead? Oh, there she is. Okay.
Here we go!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Jump. Ow. Is something still aggroing me? What is happening?
Watch out!
Rot mulch. About to have to go buy more arrows. All of a sudden, I'm just plowing through my healing potions. Is that where the Reavers are? Yeah, I don't really want to fight them. Whoops. Teleporter pad. Probably want to activate that. Alright, now we're getting into nicer territory. Now I'm starting to feel that Elex 1 vibe again. Of course, it helps that it's like medium Elex strength. Oh, that's what I need. That's the one that gives you attributes points. Whoa, I can do a sprinting air attack. But yeah, this is like finally, I'm kind of starting to get that Elex 1 vibe now with yeah, that's the exact old lighthouse. But you know, we've got like this. It's not being rendered all the way, but I'm still on high render, right? Yeah. But there's a little bit more of this like old world ruin mixed with nature. Now that's one of my favorite things. Like just aesthetics, aesthetics in general is when you have human structures that have sort of crumbled into ruin and have been overtaken by nature. Like the first game did that in spades, especially with Edan. But like other examples are in The Last of Us. I only played the first one. That one had some good visual aesthetics like that going on, and Horizon Zero Dawn had some of that. And so I really like this sort of visual aesthetic. And here it finally kind of starts feeling more like what I was expecting from Elex 1 versus the brown, dreary, nasty hellhole that is Caracas, where you're kind of almost starting out in. You don't really start there. You kind of start between here and Caracas, but... Well, actually, no. Officially, you start in Caracas. But then the main quest getting you to the Bastion kind of branches you out in a couple directions where you can choose to go further into Caracas or go into Tavar. It's like a dark Elex deposit. Slime Drakon. No thanks. Oh, but there's a person fighting them. Oh, the Reavers? I don't care about that. You guys can fight that out. Maybe I'll swoop in and try to loot whoever dies. I'm hearing an isopod. Oh, a rat. Thank you, Destruction. That's what I'm here for. What the hell is this? Sniper drone. There's like too much crazy stuff going on. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be here in general. I really just wanted to go straight to the fort. But no, Kaya's like, let's go explore the entire perimeter everywhere around the fort. I'm like, okay. Troll. I am ill-equipped and underleveled to be able to really explore very thoroughly in these areas. What? How did you see me? Was it that guy? With a damaged laser rifle. Bread. Anything else I can loot here? Energy cell? No, I don't. I wanted to hit the rat. Okay, well I did hit the rat, didn't I? Oh my god. He threw up. Wow. Oh, he got me? What the... When did I save? Okay, good. I was dodging. I could not dodge. Did I already loot the guy? Must have. I hit the rat. I didn't get my destruction points. Hit the rat. Thank you. The what? Air lurker. No, thank you. Oh, okay, a biter. I can fight a biter. They're like, where's that air lurker? There's still a little red tip on the radar. Yeah, I swear, is that thing still following me? I'm not gonna run halfway across this stupid-ass map. Now I'm triggering some random-ass cutscene. I don't know what the hell's going on. Has he noticed me yet? Like...
Hey!
There we go.
Hey.
You know, for a hunter, he's very
Woo!
imperceptive of
That
my
was close,
presence.
Is this how your fights usually go?
huh? On Thursdays, yeah. And some other days, too. Wait, is this Thursday?
Who are you? Let me save. Who are you? Actually, let me do a hard save. This guy seems like maybe a companion? Medding Fox. We got this nice, pleasant music playing, and I'm being surprisingly friendly.
Call me Fox. No, wait.
Fox
that's
Mulder.
Good. That'll work. I mean, who cares about real names anyway, right? I'm a berserker warrior. Well, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, ask at the fort, and they'll say I'm barely a cultivator. You're bullshitting me. You know Kaya?
I've
I was worried you'd say that.
done some
Hey, what
fornication
do you know? She can talk.
with her. I've done the dirty.
Excellent. I guess we better be careful then.
I have produced offspring with her.
What's your real name?
You're just dying to know, aren't you? Oh, makes me way less likely to tell you.
That bad, huh?
Oh, nice try, old man. Just call me Fox, like I said, okay?
His name is Sally.
You all alone out here?
I was with a scouting troop doing sweeps around the fort, cleaning things up. But things went sour because that's what usually happens. The paladin was always riding me, moaning about everything I did. So I told him where to stick it, just trying to be honest, start a dialogue. So he gives me punishment detail in the watchtower, which I do without complaining, thank you. But then I make one little mistake, confusing his boots with a latrine, and I get a week of construction work. Anyway, long story short, I work better on my own.
Yeah, I noticed.
Hey, sometimes it's just Thursday. What can you do?
Can I start calling this guy Thursday?
You do a lot of hunting around the Purple Towers?
Oh, you mean where all those nice friendly beasts come from? I stay out of their way. Helps with my whole not getting killed policy. I know. Berserkers are supposed to rid the land of those things, stop them from taking over. What can I say?
I hear a
I'm just
creature.
too damn pretty to die young. You, though, you're neither young nor pretty. Bet you've met those cute little critters more than a few.
Whoops.
You spend a lot of time at the fort?
More than I'd like. More than anybody there would like, too.
What's the problem?
You know what? I'm not sure. Something about my beautiful face seems to make my superiors break out in hives. Nope, I don't tend to last long with any of the paladins. Guess I'm just too damn wily for them.
I think I know what your problem is.
You're talking about warrior's honor, right? The nobility of sacrifice, the sanctity of duty. Yeah, I never really got my head around that stuff,
I could use someone like you at my side. If only you had some discipline, kid.
Teamwork just isn't my thing, Some people like it. The last guy I joined up with fell into a canyon. Bam. Gone. Yep, haven't seen him since. Huh, unrelated, how are you with heights?
Ugh.
Forget it. You've got this whole fighting thing down, right? Using weapons and all that junk?
Kind of.
I think so.
Not really.
Well, great, then we're good to go. Oh no, wait, we're not. Remember me saying I work alone? It was like 20 seconds ago. Besides, I haven't even seen you in action. That little scuffle back there completely does not count.
A clown like you is gonna question my fighting skills?
Okay. How about this for an idea? I don't know where you're from, but I'm just gonna assume it's around here, same as me. Which basically makes us neighbors, right?
Something like that, sure.
So, how about we help each other out a little? It'll be like our very own little neighborhood watch. We can take a stroll through Tavar, see the sights, kill a couple beasties. We'll get to know each other, and we'll see how it goes.
So, wanna go hunting?
I wouldn't call it that. More like we're keeping the place spick and span. And if it means just a tiny bit of violence, well, that's just the way it goes.
Quick save. 1 moment. Okay.
My head.
Oh, we're gonna fight something.
Voice inside my head, telling me what to
Well,
do.
Fox is gonna
Ignore it.
get stuck in an infinite loop. I'm not sure if this guy Fox is going to be a viable hunting partner, if he's just going to do that the whole time. Now he's smoking.
Okay, lead the way. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, good. But I'm a fast and handsome son of a bitch, so keep up. I hate waiting.
Where am I and where am I going? We're gonna go like away from my quest objective, aren't we? Great.
You know your way around here?
I used to. Things have changed since then.
Yep. Life finds a
There's
way.
a house. Life, finds a way. God! Dodge when I tell you to dodge! When I double tap the S key, I need you to dodge and not stand there.
Watch out!
Something is seriously glitched out.
Get behind me!
I am gonna reload my hard save and see if he's still gonna do that stupid crap. Something is seriously wrong.
Okay.
My head. Voice inside my head, telling me what to do.
I got this.
Okay, he's like actually fighting, but now he's got a different weapon. He had a shield, now he's in a one-handed sword, now he's got a battle axe? What?
You know your way around?
Did he randomly spawn different equipment? What is going on with this game? I think Elex 1 did that, where characters would like get randomly different weapons and armor, not armor, but randomly different types of weapons spawned. Oh, well, that was the wrong button. Guess I went for the anti-destruction option. How's my... I'm going kind of heavily leaning there more. So what's he gonna do now?
Voice inside my head, telling me what to do. Gotta ignore it.
Good.
You know your way around here?
I used to. Things have changed since then.
I want to
Yep.
see you fight.
Life finds a way and all that.
Fight something. Now he's got a one-handed axe and no shield.
So, where are you from? You know, originally?
It's complicated. My head. Voice inside my head, telling me what to do. Gotta ignore it.
Now he's still got a one-handed axe. And I'm dead. Now he's got a shield out. And a one-handed axe. Oh, this is because I loaded a quick save. I'm gonna take the destructive option, see what happens. I think both Kaya and him are gonna hate it.
I get it. You're a pain in the ass. Don't like other people pulling the strings.
You're talking about warrior's honor, right? The nobility of... Yeah,
Finds me a bit odd. Well, that's great. That's not what I want to have happen. Well, as long as Fox isn't glitched out this time, and then I may just go with whatever happens. I'm just confused as to why he had a shield sometimes and didn't have a shield. If that's a glitch, or if that's the game randomly assigning a weapon to him. Kind of like how the first game would sometimes give, like, Falk or Arcs flamethrowers, and sometimes they'd have, like, laser rifles.
Voice inside my head, telling me what to do. Gotta ignore it.
you know your way around here?
Are you?
Now he's got a two-handed axe.
Where was it?
Or maybe it's a one-handed axe and he's just doing heavy attacks that use two hands. Point being, he ain't got no shield equipped.
Here we go!
He did earlier. Jump! Use the... Okay, I was out of fuel. That was my fault.
I used to. Things have changed since then.
Yep. Life finds a way and all that.
Life, finds a way.
I almost wish I could live here.
So, where are you from?
Can we not trigger every piece of dialogue in the middle of a fight?
So, where are you from? You know, originally?
It's complicated. I was born a berserker, but I grew up with the Alps.
Really? Huh. Wow. That's some switch. I had no idea those chalky bastards recruited enviro freaks like us.
They don't, really. Like I said, it's complicated.
Is the reticle not red? Red reticle? There we go.
Watch out!
Let's keep moving, huh?
Thank you, destruction.
I'll take care of that!
Get started.
I feel like taking a little... Feel like taking a little break?
Already?
Forget I asked. I'm still okay, actually.
There's an axe that I can't take. What is in here? Is this just gonna be a room? Or is it like an entire dungeon? Incorrect message. I don't really want to start looting too much of this. That seems like that could be a special quest or area for like more dedicated exploration time, not a quick drive-by event like I'm doing now.
Carry on. Well, at least I know you can keep up. Not bad for an old guy.
Me?
You say
Old?
so.
But how are you at long distances?
Depends. How long are we talking?
Like running all the way through Tavar? Think you can keep up? Or you think those old legs are gonna give out on you?
Oh,
Get moving and we'll find out.
Cool. First one to break a sweat owes the other a back rub.
I just wanted to do Kaya's quest. Now we're running through like a whole little camp, Astrid. Going running across the whole frickin' country.
Wanna fight? Fight!
Why are there Reavers hanging out right next to a Berserker lady?
How you doing, old man? You in pain yet?
Only when you talk.
Good one. Cool. Gotta say, you're fitter than I thought. Get started.
Where's this guy's weapon? Did I get his weapon already? I don't see it anywhere.
Get behind me!
Well, Fox is dead.
Use some help there, you know?
I was trying.
So why do you need someone watching your back? Ooh, you got a big heist planned?
No, it's the invaders from the Purple Towers. We're gonna be in some deep shit with them pretty soon. I want to be prepared.
Oh, sure. Well, if that's all it is.
Watch out! Careful!
Hey, Fox, you want to help out? Thank you.
You're not one of those crazy save the world types, are you?
I'm just a realist. The danger to my life is real.
Huh. Sounds reasonable. Well, maybe kind of crazy, but hey, you gotta be crazy to survive in this world, am I right?
Why does every single piece of dialogue that we have, like, happen while there's a fight about to break out? This seems like if you're scripting out a quest with this guy where we go journeying across the environment, then you should have, like, planned it out, the timing of these dialogue prompts better. That way they wouldn't be constantly interrupted by combat or force me to stop and avoid combat to hear it. Teleporter pad. That's nice. Ooh, and some rats. And give me some destruction. Without having to be a meanie to human beings. Instead, I'll just murder an innocent life. I think this might have been like the original World Heart from... Yeah, I think so. From Elex 1, I believe that is the site of the original World Heart that the Berserkers were trying to, you know, I guess you'd say invade the, Oh, there's a campfire over there. that a... What is this? A busted up converter? Oh, okay. I think that's a ruined converter. That's cool. Hey, Foxy. What, about to keep moving? Okay.
I got this!
Yeah, apparently he does. He got that. This is kind of pleasant. Nice little sort of serene, atmospheric ambient music with that sun beams and the nice little kind of nature environment. I can dig it.
Who knows how long all this will stand here for?
Another innocent creature whose life I have to end in order to stay neutral. Oh, a rat. One or two biter. When did I kill a biter? Kill the biters. This guy over here is killing biters. I just completed a quest.
Let's keep moving, huh?
You do know we're headed right for the Purple Tower, right?
So you did notice. Thought I'd check it out, see what we can find.
Certain death if we're not careful.
Excellent. I guess we better be careful then.
You're just gonna run right past a young raptor? There's the Purple Tower. Like, I couldn't even see it before. Jax is saying we're going towards the Purple Tower. I'm like, what? I don't see no Purple Tower, but finally, there it is. Night Stalker, Nightshade. You know what? Let's try to fight this. I got 3 people. I got level 2 animal trophies.
Careful!
Carry on.
No, no, you need to stay close to fight this thing. Why is it going so slow? I mean, if Kaya can just keep fireballing it from a distance, this would be like a cakewalk. That guy had a bow earlier in the cutscene. Why is he not, like, ever using it? I don't think this fight is working right. This creature has to be bugged out. Like, I remember these things being way faster than that. Large horn and large claw.
Let's keep moving, huh?
Now that I have 67 arrows left to fight aliens with.
You won't dare do that again.
You know what? I have a shield. Let me equip it and see.
No, just can't do that
I
yet.
can't equip it. I need a couple more points. It only does 40% damage reduction, and again, that's where it's like, ooh, how about if I just use the jetpack and roll dodging to not take any damage? That's a case where a wet lurker. That's a case where it seems like the shield functionality is kind of unhelpful. Like it should be able to at least block all damage for 1 or 2 hits. Does it work like the freaking like in Dark Souls where it consumes stamina every time you block? Because like that's a fine system. That works fine. Now in Dark Souls, some of them only reduce damage by like 90% or 85%. Purple Tower Fox. But, you know, 40% damage reduction? That's not very significant. Oh, this is... is this what I'm thinking it is? Maybe not. There was like an irradiated crater in Elex 1. It looked very similar to this.
And stop. This should be far enough.
Okay, pal, cut the crap. Why'd you bring me here? What are you planning?
Well, actually nothing, for once. Just wanted to see your moves. I mean, if we're gonna fight together, I need to know you're up to it.
Nah, there's more to it than that. I can smell trouble on you. Trouble bad enough that you're running all over Tavar to get away from it.
There's no keeping secrets from you, is there?
Did he piss off
Quit stalling.
somebody in town
The truth now.
other than the paladin?
So you really want to know, huh?
He urinated in his
Fine.
boots?
Well, I should have been back at the fort ages ago. They sent me out to get some meat. You know, warriors do that sometimes, even though it's really a cultivator job, but anyway, I guess I kind of lost track of time, and I'm running a bit late. Just, you know, a smidgen.
When were you supposed to deliver this meat?
Let's see, they gave me 2 days?
Okay. And how long ago was that?
2 weeks.
Well, I can't tell you to the exact minute, but
2
around
months.
2 months, give or take a couple days.
That's absurd.
Wow.
Right? So you see my problem? Yeah, I show up for duty now, they just throw my ass in jail. Bet you've never heard a sadder tale. I like it better out here, so whatever.
Understandable.
I'll say.
How long do you plan on keeping this up? We'll have to return to the fort eventually.
Sure. Or not. Maybe I'll run into a nice warlord who can tell the boys at the fort I'm on a really important mission or something. Ooh, say, you don't happen to have a spare warlord on you, do you?
The mage.
Maybe I should speak to Kaya.
I was worried you'd say that.
Hey, what do you know? She can talk. Nice!
Don't get so excited. I'll just ask her for advice. In the meantime, you can check out the Bastion.
The Bastion? You mean that pile of crap in Caracas?
That's the one. Lots of weirdos hang out there.
Lots of
Fit right in.
weirdos.
Wow.
Like my
How
son.
can I say no when you put it like that?
I think we both said enough.
Took the words right out of my mouth. All right then. Catch you later. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. You know?
Get lost.
Like, go to the fort.
Okay, I'm going already.
Reading the Riot Act. Well, now I can override that save, because we're not going to actually raid the tower. But this looks very similar to that crater where there was like a
It's dangerous around here.
legendary axe, like a skull ripper blade thing. Skull breaker, and it was highly irradiated. I don't see any legendary weapon. I don't think we stand any chance of really fighting that. So let's not fight it, Kai. Let's GTFO the hell out of here. Oh, but I'm like running into more enemies that way. Mass rats. I can fight mass rats. Where's Kaya? The mass rats killed the tracker. Wow.
Ugh, I hate these things. They spoil the beautiful landscape we worked so hard on. We should really get around to tearing these things down.
That out. Oh, some meat I can't loot. Damaged Zerker Axe takes 45 strength. Might be able to fly up here. Maybe not. Ayo. Got it. Mighty healing. Medium helix? That's pretty neat. Out of my way. Damaged hunting bow. Now, in Elex 1, there were sometimes these obnoxious items on top of this tower that were like nearly impossible to get because you had to land on that surface, and it was just... You could not land on there with any sort of... What? Okay, bye. See you later, Kaya. But yeah, this is where I think we can like compare the graphics of Elex 1 to Elex 2, and I think technically this game has a better render distance. It's rendering things at a much farther range, but it looks like so much worse than in Elex 1, and I think that's the aesthetic style of how they chose to mask it, or in this case not mask it. Like, I want to say in Elex 1 they used a lot more fog type effects to limit the view distance. That way you could still see basic structures and the basic landscape all the way in the distance, but you know, it was covering up the rougher, low detail edges, so to speak, and it kind of gave like a greater feeling of depth to the world, whereas this, there's very little fog as far as I can tell. It's vaguely there, but it's, you know, not really covering up anything. But then, you know, you look at, like, this area here, and those graphics, they look legitimately, like, 10, 15, 20 years old. Maybe not 20 years old, but it really feels like very low quality graphics in that area. And I don't care about that stuff. I'm not a graphics snob, but that's just one of those areas where objectively it seems like the quality is really not there on this game. But anyway, let me lower my fog back to high so I maybe get less of a performance knock. Alright, so I think I might have finally leveled up enough to be able to use this, whatchamacallit? Scion Blaster. I need 46 dexterity. I had one more damaged hunting bow. I could get almost as much damage as a repaired Scion Blaster without having to boost my stats. So where do I get a damaged hunting bow? Maybe I can get one, find one, or get one in the fort somewhere. Requirements minus 10%. So what would that mean for a weapon like Scion Blaster? It would need 4.6 fewer dexterity, which might round up to 5. In which case it would only need 41. that would only need 31.5 strength. Hmm. See, now I'm at a crossroads where I can get that Scion blaster repaired and start using it now. I need 46 dexterity, right? I could get there. That's gonna need energy cells. I can buy from, I think the Morkans had energy cells I could buy, or that one guy near the beginning of the game. Are there any melee weapons that use dexterity that I would benefit from if I use, like, swords? Damaged runner blade. So swords need strength and dexterity. And, like, axes and clubs need strength and constitution. I don't see any, I have yet to find any energy swords. This needs 18 strength and 12 constitution. I'm going to do a quick save. I'm just going to experiment with the move set. I wanted to just see if it changes the way my sword attacks. Oh no. Effective protection in a fight, block to reduce damage, you lose some stamina and reduce the amount of damage you receive. See, like if you're playing with a sword and shield in combat, you see it, like just going into guard stance, zooms the camera in even further. Hey, you get like a nice little sidestep. That's kind of neat. I don't think you can do parries though. You are stuck with just blocking, and this is kind of a slow. I'm worried about that because I'm gonna right click and release immediately. Click, click, click. There's like a half a second delay here before he gets it up, and I don't know, I really hope that's not going to be like a half a second delay on you being able to block. So I don't know about that. We'll maybe experiment with that later with actual combat. But for now, I'm at a tough crossroads because I can... If I just have one more damaged warbow or hunting bow or whatever this thing is, I can get up to 47 damage, which would be almost as good as that, without having to dump the points into the dexterity. And then I can use those attribute points on some other things like strength to equip, you know, a better melee weapon. Not that I really have great options for that either, but... Isn't Master Blaster, like, Something from a character from Mad Max. Maybe Beyond Thunderdome. Master and Blaster, like the somebody that Max fights in the arena. The damaged laser rifle does 59 damage on its own, but it needs 64 dexterity instead of 46. It's kind of rough, because there's a part of me that wants to, like, do more of a melee build this game, because the ranged combat, I'm assuming, is going to be basically identical to how it was in the first game, where it's just point and click. They've tweaked the archery a little bit by having this hold thing to do more damage, so it feels like shooting with a bow is a little bit more sensibly designed that way. But like the energy rifles, I don't know. First game they had a couple different firing modes, like you had your rapid fire, your burst fire, your like explosive round or something like that. So I don't know if they'll have similar types of abilities in here or not. Maybe I should, you know what? I can find out right now. 46. Apply. See, in the first game you could press, like, F, I think it was, to switch firing modes. I don't see that option. I don't see, like, a firing mode indicator. Key bindings. Kick. Shield strike. How long has this been in the game, and how long have I been unaware of it? Oh my god. Game changer. Was that, like, in a tutorial that I just never got? Holy hell. The damn kick button.
No, just can't do that yet.
Yeah, that seems like that could be potentially kind of boring.
Weird.
To just, you know, repetitively point and click on the thing the whole time, so I might not do that. And this is the frustrating thing. They didn't fix this core problem where it's you have to have your damn shield equipped to the hotbar. You can't just equip it to your character. So if I switch weapons, shield is gone. I press 1 to draw my sword, shield is gone. Switch to ranged weapon, bow. Then I gotta press 2 hotkeys to get my sword and my shield out. That is basic functionality that should have been fixed in the sequel that they just didn't do. That's the kind of stuff that I find infuriating. Is like such a simple basic fix, a little quality of life thing. I can understand, you know, overlooking something like that in the first game, but when you have 5 years of reviews and feedback and you don't fix something as simple as that, as equipping your shield to your character so that way you don't have to clutter your hotbar up with an extra slot and then press 2 different buttons to get your equipment loadout when you try to just switch to a melee weapon. That is infuriating, and I hate that. Well, I was coming here to buy arrows, but I apparently found like a whole lot of them in the last area I was exploring. So, guess I don't need them. I was gonna go buy some. Well, I can install that fuel while I'm here. Does that cost me money? It does not. Thank goodness. Alright. Let's see, I still got a couple of things to do with Kaya. But I don't know, like the more I do this, the more I'm leaning towards not doing, you know, an energy, cleric style energy weapon playthrough. This stuff needs 35 intelligence, which I already have. Morcons need constitution and cunning, which I don't have either of. This needs intelligence and constitution, though not a whole lot of constitution. But again, this is where I say, like, some of these spells are kind of somewhat basic, like it's fireball, it's rain of fire, it's wave of fire. It's stuff that we've seen and done before in Gothic games. And then this stuff kind of feels like, you know, Chain Lightning, there was a Chain Lightning ability in Gothic 2? Gothic 1 had Ball Lightning or something that would, I think, jump some targets. The Morcons, like, they're the only ones that I think are kind of, like, new and interesting, so I may have to join the friggin' Morcons just to, like, get the most novel gameplay experience out of it, and if that's the case, then I need to be specializing in Constitution and Cunning, and going into, like, shotguns and these big bludgeoning weapons, which is, like, Strength and Constitution. You know, I could get a damaged shotgun repaired. And then I can get my strength up to 35 with what I have. What can I equip melee weapon-wise with 35 strength? Not much. I'd be close to getting a damaged sword, but that might end up being what I have to do. I might be ending up going with the Morcon and doing, like, this sort of, like, Warhammer character.
We'd better get a move on and get the hell out of here.
But for now, I still got Kaya's quest that I started and want to try to finish. So I may be reaching the decision point where I decide to just start specializing in, like, shotguns and bludgeoning weapons even before I join a faction. Just to make, like, this early stage of the combat a little bit more bearable, because it's really hard. I mean, that's to be expected for not just a Piranha Bytes game, but I'm playing on ultra difficulty, so I'm like deliberately making it even harder. And thus far, I've done very little to really compensate for the extreme difficulty up front. I've upgraded a weapon slightly, and I've gotten a slightly different bow, but everything else has been geared more towards, like, sort of exploration and cumulative benefits. Oh, there's the thing. Here we go. What? What the hell? What is happening?
Watch out!
Screws.
Watch out!
I'm gonna kick him. I kicked him. Stop shooting me!
These robots are pretty tough. I'd like to shove them right down the cleric's throats.
Come on. We can do this.
One more fight.
So somebody else took control of them? But why? What do you mean?
What do I mean? What?
Let's just finish off the rest of them. Then we'll talk.
Okay.
Damaged alb sword. Thought this was a cleric thing. If I can get one more of these, that would be an attainable benefit. I could start using that along with my shoot gun. Where's the next one at? Way up here?
Watch out!
Now here's a question. I've already sided with, like, the good Morcons, the Frightened faction, so... Does that mean that I am gonna... Well, ooh, you know what? I helped them, but I didn't necessarily agree to be their mole yet. So I could theoretically still be an evil Morcon if I wanted to and support Ravok. It just might possibly have changed the nature of a main quest or main faction quest later on, perhaps?
I'm here!
Kick. I've yet to figure out exactly, like, what triggers the, knockdown effect.
Watch out!
So at first, early in the game, I thought it was from, hitting them while their stamina was depleted, but now I'm not so sure about that. How much crap is there between me and here? Oh, there's like a fair amount. About to warp here so I can just like follow the road and kind of selectively ignore crap. Because I'm not really ready to explore this whole area around Tavar. Not only because I just don't really have the stats for it, but also because I just want to, you know, kind of do one thing at a time and just tackle all the exploration at a certain point.
Watch out!
Hit. What? What am I getting a quest for?
Watch out!
Back here. What do you... Come back. Oh, this is, Astrid. Whatever her name was. We passed by here with, Foxy. Damaged crossbow is an improvement. Slightly. Man, it's crazy, like, how almost unrecognizable Tavar is now. Like, there's these major landmarks that I recognize, like this biodome here, that one radioactive crater, little things like that. But otherwise, it looks like a completely different place, and apparently this area outside of the fort is now a civilized cultivator world heart seedling farm. The berserkers really they occupy more than just the fort itself. I can steal from here apparently. You'd think Olaf.
Don't want trouble? Then quit
Oh.
sneaking around.
This guy sees me. You look like a traitor. Oh, but there's like somebody fighting. I hear energy weapons. Who's doing what?
We will fight this battle together!
Ow, right in the
Watch
face.
out!
What the hell did you just do, Jax? You like auto-targeted a random-ass rat. Oh, hell. Let me talk to Caleb, but I just want to see if he's a merchant.
What a pleasure. My name is Caleb, your favorite merchant. Buy now while stocks last.
Show me your goods.
What do you have to offer?
Here, you'll find goods from...
Oh, I just want to do a thing. I want to see your wares, not talk.
I want to see your wares, not talk.
Come now, come now.
There's a bunch of, like, outlaw weapons. Okay, see, a sword. That would be attainable when I get my strength up for the shotgun. What is this music? Damaged hunting bow, is that what I was looking for?
One last thing before you go. Come and visit when you're back in the area. I have way more need for your shards than those spoiled brats up at the fort. See you around.
That is what I need, and he only wants 10 bucks for it.
Show me what you've got.
That's worth it. I'll buy that. So is 477 what I have left? Okay, good. So, for instance, now I can get the I can upgrade this to do 47 damage and use it right now with that one skill. But of course, I am also within range of upgrading the shotgun like I was intending to. What does a shotgun ammo cost to buy? 2? It's like twice as expensive as buying arrows. That's kind of unfortunate, though. A regular shotgun does considerably more damage than a hunting bow, though. Is there a teleporter nearby? There's gotta be one up here. Teleport to the fort activated. So now I can warp back to the gunsmith. I can get him to teach me how to craft weapons. Then I can turn this hunting bow into a hunting bow. This is the skill that I thought should have been outlaw specific, but I guess you don't have to be an outlaw to use outlaw weapons, so you don't necessarily have to be an outlaw to make outlaw weapons or ammo. Let's see, what does it take to... Oh. They cost 800 to turn that into a thing? Do I have to go to like a ranged workbench to upgrade a ranged weapon? I don't suppose there's one in my quarters, is there? Jetpack bench. Wait, I got a fuel, didn't I? I bought some fuel. Damn it, Jax. Apparently, if you press the sprint button to engage the sprint boosters while you're quote-unquote falling, he doesn't activate them. Damaged hunting bow. 72 bucks to turn that into a regular hunting bow. That's manageable. Then it's gonna cost me... Oh no, wait, that's the value of it. It doesn't cost me anything. It's just materials. Okay. I read that wrong. I was looking at the value of the sell value of the created item. Okay, that's better. Hunting bow. Oh, look, that's already auto equipped to slot 2. Alright, that's cool. Well, now is there a forge anywhere around here? Where's the forge in this place? Down here, I think?
Speaking to you from the orbit.
So now I can get that. Now it's worth 800. I can make that. Make that. I got some more better options, kind of. Take a cigarette. I missed a cigarette and a beer. All right.
Shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, buddy. I have to think long and hard about every little thing I do in this game. 200 bucks right there, a carton of cigarettes. Oh, and a special crossbow? Just right outside the fort? With really easy stats? Wow. Okay. It's got decent damage for minimal stat requirements, and it's just hanging out right outside a major civilized area. Oh, I'm fucked.
I need to concentrate.
Ah, when did I save? Didn't expect that sprint booster to use so much of my ammo. Or my fuel. Alright, now I gotta do all this crap again.
You're offering a discount.
Come on, you trying to ruin me? I offer my stuff at You misunderstand. The prices stay stable. I mean, I can't just give you...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the... Whatever.
Show me your goods. I gotta do all this crap again. 10 bucks there. Buy the fuel. Sell a couple of goods just that way I can have enough to learn the next skill that I need. Go learn the smithing skill. Whoops. There's not a locked chest in here, is there? Okay. Go to the Bastion, craft my whatchamacallit. And now I got my new hunting bow. That's still on slot 2. Now I can warp back to the fort. Oh, I forgot to trigger the damn teleporter pad. That's a bummer. Okay, yeah, I did that already. Run up here, trigger the teleporter, grab the fang, and then go fight the rest of the robots. And now don't die. Raptor.
Watch out!
I like doubled my damage, my ranged weapon damage, and I feel like I'm still doing the same amount. There's just crap everywhere. I want to fight one simple thing, and there's like 4 things. Alright, one raptor, which is now a spine hound. There's the raptor. Good God. Ah.
Watch out!
Whoa, Jax, what are you doing? I could not activate my jetpack. I can't activate my jetpack. There it is. I got stuck in some crazy flying, slidey, glidey thing. Upset raptor.
Watch out!
Cool. Did I get the credit for the kill? These guards just wander in and steal my kill?
Welcome, stranger. If you want to buy or sell, then I'm your man. I only sell the best wares. Interested?
Let's do business. Show me your goods.
Let's do business. Of course.
Watch him have fuel or something that I need. Woodcutter's axe. Boring. I could use that, but it's cost 4,000. What in the world is going on? He's got jetpack fuel. Son of them.
A good deal.
My issue with all of this is that, like I say, I feel compelled to buy the jetpack fuel anytime I see it in a merchant, because I am not going to remember who's got jetpack fuel.
Careful!
Oh my god! Otherwise, I'm going to have to be going back to every single merchant everywhere, checking for this stuff. What in the world?
We will fight this battle together!
"19 arrows, huh?
Careful!
Oh, now we got these guys showing up?
Good decision.
Watch out!
Where'd it go? Can you hit the thing? Thank God. I out of meat.
Here we go! take care of that.
Oh good, I was about to have to dig through my inventory and switch over to
You
a
got them
different
all?
weapon.
Looks like it.
Those damn clerics.
I'm telling you, this wasn't their doing. Someone hacked their machines.
And how can you be so sure of that?
I took a closer look at those things, and it's just as I suspected. They've been hacked. It's clear the clerics aren't behind these attacks.
All right, I'll leave it at that. I trust your judgment. Still, I hope this isn't going to become a regular thing in Tavar. Anyway, thank you for your help.
Yeah.
You can always count on me. If anything like this happens again, just let me know.
All right, I will.
Are you okay?
I'm well, thank you.
What's my destruction at? I'm like getting still towards the positive end. Okay, well, I think that's about all I'm intending to do for this session. I got a new level up, which means I got some more attribute points, which means I got another skill point, which means I may be at a point now where I need to
That'll be useful.
start thinking about how I want to build my character. Let me use these jetpack things, fuel upgrades while I'm here, while I'm thinking about it. So I may be getting to that point where I start dumping some of these points I have into upgrading weapons and things of that nature. I got 2 more skill points and 2 more attribute points that I can spend here with that kind of stuff, so it may be that I do like I was planning and just go for the 35 strength so I can start using the shotgun as my ranged weapon of choice. Depending on how expensive grenades are, though. 3? You'd think that the grenade would do area of effect damage, and that might be kind of good. Not as much single target damage, but if I get the shotgun, then I can also come close to being able to use the damaged war axe. I really don't have great options for this stuff to use, but at least I can get a better ranged weapon, and I'll be getting more strength towards using a better melee weapon of some sort. So there's that at least. But that's kind of what I'll be probably looking to do here in the next one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.